na minomonitor at dyan po nakabase ang tinatanggap nilang grants sa kanilang pag-attend sa school. So we believe that the FLEMS results will be very useful also in terms of planning uh, approaches and interventions so that we could improve yung pong level or rate of participation of children in school. The study opens a lot of windows for us to look into and go deeper. And in fact, while the presentation was going on, I was thinking of really analyzing the situations of the participants in the survey and the whole of our population, Filipino population. Kung marami po yung naging participants dito, ang iniisip ko po is talagang mas matutukan yung mas vulnerable and at risk populations, and those are the poor households sa atin pong bansa. So we have to look into and analyze the situations of Filipino households in terms of socio-economic strata and clusters. So I would like to believe that many of children that are lagging behind in terms of literacy are those coming from poor households. And kaya yun po yung talagang kailangan sigurong pagtuunan ng pansin, Mr. Chair. Yung pong ating mahihirap na kababayan, yun atin pong mga nasa GIDAS na very less and remote ang access sa school facilities, and yun pong engagement ng local government units na banggit nyo several times that it is very essential to involve the local government units because at the end of the day, they are all their constituents. And yun po, magbigay ng talagang seriousness in addressing the challenges of literacy. And I am may isa pong result na nabanggit doon sa study that there is higher functional literacy among females than males, and it's good sign in terms of inclusivity, but we all aim that both of females and males should be included in our aim and our goal in raising the rate of literacy among our Filipinos. And therefore, we should dig deeper why the boys or the males are lagging behind. So initially, while the DSWD will be submitting its official response and feedback on the result of the FLEMS survey, the following are the things that I would like to recommend on behalf of the DSWD. One is the early detection and early intervention. It's always early intervention that would make us successful in addressing any challenge in terms of education and literacy. I would like to emphasize the importance of community-based approaches. This is even beyond the classrooms. This is mobilizing youth groups, people's organizations. In fact, in 4Ps, we are mobilizing parents groups so that they will be part of the solution. They will feel that they own it and they're not just being recipients of the programs and the benefits. We should apply targeted approach and mechanisms considering dimensions of socio-economic groups, age, sex and gender, and disability. Kasi baka po yung iba kaya hindi nakakapunta sa amin po experience sa 4Ps, kaya hindi sila nakaka-participate sa kanilang pagpasok sa eskwelahan is because of disability, both the visible disabilities and the invisible disabilities, usually the learning disabilities. So ito po yung laging hindi nabibigyan ng pansin, no, among our children, yung kanila pong disabilities. And also importantly, the multi-dimensional and interagency collaboration in addressing the challenges that I have mentioned. And we believe that while DSWD almost always covers all dimensions of interventions, hindi po solo ng DSWD yung effort, but it's always in collaboration, cooperation with agencies, both non-government and government organizations and entities. So increasing the rate of functional literacy is really critical and vital to national development and in breaking the intergenerational cycle of poverty. So yun po yung aming recommendations na sana ay mabigyan din ng pansin ng lahat ng national government agencies leading all of the interventions that can be drawn from the results of the survey. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing with us. Well, I think what's important here is how do we mobilize the local government units and to have concrete action. I think hearing from our resource persons, everyone knows the concepts and the theories behind how to address this problem of illiteracy. But the next course of action is action, no? Actual action. So I was looking at the numbers in Valenzuela because I was thinking, if I'm the mayor, how will I address this problem on the ground? Good thing that now the FLEMS has been called out highly urbanized cities and provinces. So Valenzuela is included as a highly urbanized city. For example, in our basic literacy, we're 94%. In our functional literacy, we're 76%. So that's quite low for a highly urbanized city. I would assume if you're a highly urbanized city, you have more resources, you have more schools, your functional literacy should be in the 90s at the very least. Diba? But I'm not so happy with the functional literacy in Valenzuela at 76%. So I would approach this in two ways. One, I would still request from the PSA, what is the age range of this 76%? Makukuha ba natin yan per HUC? For example, for Valenzuela, can we get that?
Yes, sir. That can be derived.
That can be
similar
can
to
be
what
called,
we
no?
provided for the country and the
Yeah,
province.
because if we can get, if the HUCs and the provinces can get their individual demographics, even by age, then we will know who are the ones inside the DepEd system and outside the DepEd system. Because if it's in Valenzuela, if the 76%, a large part of that is inside the DepEd system, then we have to work with DepEd, meaning intensify. Meron na kaming mga reading camp, math camp, intensify that. Maybe tweak again and see whether who are falling off the cracks, no? So we need to intensify that. At the same time, I would suggest to the LGU, we have a feeding program there, universal for daycare and kindergarten. Make it universal all the way to key stage 1, no? Meaning daycare, kindergarten, and grades 1 to 3, so that we address the nutrition aspect. Because the theory there, if the children are given nutrition, if their nutrition is being attended to, then they will learn and we will improve functional literacy. So that's how we address the students inside the DepEd system. At the same time, of course, I'm very happy to hear that the Phil